I guess. Right. So, you prefer seven.
Let's just hold there. Boy.
All right. Cool. Back at it. Yes, Tony.
Sorry, Tom.
How's it going? Hi, Landon. So obviously the tale of two halves in a way with that getting both scores on each side. What was the message to the team at halftime, and then overall, how was your take about their performance now with the second game underneath the system?
What do you mean tale of two halves? Just with the goals?
Just with
Oh, okay. I am unbelievably proud of how far they've come. That's a really good group of players they played against. Like Trinity Rodman is like next level. It was actually really fun to watch her play. But for 30 minutes, absolutely battered them in the first half. Unlucky on the own goal. But when you have a player like Trinity, they can pull a play out of nothing, and they pulled a bunch of plays out that almost hurt us. But we were very good on the night. I'm very proud of them. Our build out was excellent. Our pressing was much better than last week. We created a lot of solid opportunities. So the progress has been phenomenal. I really wanted them to win the game because they deserve it now. And it's unfortunate the way we conceded the goal, but I'm really happy with where the group's at.
Annabelle.
Hey, Coach,
Hey.
Kaylin actually mentioned that she felt like there was a connectedness in this game. If you look at the stats too, you can see that possession was on your side, quality passes was on your side. Do you feel like there's momentum building into the next few games from this?
Definitely, and you can feel the belief coming. You can feel them getting more comfortable with each other. I could actually say to Jill after the game, the crowd is starting to recognize, like, oh, there's something going on here, which when that starts happening, it's really fun for me to see. So, yeah, they can feel it. We can't get to a point where we're happy drawing at home, but given where we started 3 weeks ago, it's huge progress, and again, really proud of them. And they're starting to see all the work they're doing pay off, and so that's great. The only, the challenge now is we're just limited with bodies and options, and we're still trying to get full fitness. And so that's a challenge. That's why the last part of the game was difficult for us. But up to 75 or 80 minutes, I thought we were fantastic.
Yeah.
Last week, you spoke about balancing progress against the need to get immediate results, and you actually were quite harsh on yourself, saying you may have got it wrong. Now, with a week's more training and today, do you think you got the balance between the immediate need for results and making the team progress closer to your own satisfaction today?
I don't know. It's hard for me to say right now. I don't think anything we did tonight was pragmatic necessarily. I think they're just trying to play the way they're learning. And so at the end of the day, strip away results and the goals and all that, I have to be really proud of that. I told Westfall when she went in on the right to kind of stay home because we didn't want Trinity tracking back with her and then having tons of space to go the other way. And the first time the ball went to, I think, Mel or someone, she went bombing forward and tried to make a play. But at the end of the day, she's trying to be brave. I told them to be brave. She's being proactive, and they all are. They really want to go succeed and do things well. So I'm just really proud of them. They're making phenomenal progress. To directly answer your question, it's hard to know, but now we're 3 weeks in, and so now the pragmatism is training will teach you how to be pragmatic in certain moments in the training we do, but they're just getting better and better. So I expect each performance to build on the next, and then hopefully we're winning games, or we are up in games, and then the pragmatism will come in a bit more, but they're doing exactly what I want them to right now.
How much easier does it make your job to have what I'm going to call an on-field general like Naomi Gurma on the field?
As Bruce Arena used to say, when you have good players, it makes you a better coach. And Naomi was phenomenal tonight. She hasn't played in 10 days, 12 days, and she wanted to train all week. I said, we can take our time. She's like, no, I'm in, I want to play. She was fantastic through 90 minutes. Really, really good, and which makes my job a lot easier. That's for sure.
Yeah, right here, bro.
¿Cómo estás, Landon? No saludarte. Lo hago en español porque jugamos en español. Llevas 3 juegos, Landon. Pero este es el primer juego que ya veo tu firma plantada justamente con tu grupo de jugadoras. Ya atacas las bandas como te gusta, con 3 hombres a la vez. Empieza entonces este equipo a saber cómo juega ya Landon a partir de hoy, y este tipo de resultados te ayuda a que tu grupo crea en sí mismo.
Sí, muchas partes del partido hoy significó lo que queremos hacer. No fue perfecto, hay momentos malos y es así en cada partido, pero la semana pasada, por ejemplo, tuvimos 60% bien de lo que queremos en el partido. Si veo cada partido, o cada jugada en el partido. Esta noche fue más como 80-85%. So, estamos mejorando. Cuando estamos al mejor, va a ser como 95% del partido vamos a hacer haciendo lo que queremos. Estamos creciendo, pero esta noche mucho mejor.
Yeah, right here, bro.
Platicábamos la semana pasada acerca del desempeño del equipo. Te veías algo consternado porque como que esperabas más. ¿Qué tanto has avanzado en esta semana de trabajo? Y si puedes mencionar algo, porque el equipo rival es el que está en segundo lugar de la tabla y juega bastante bien.
Es un muy buen grupo de jugadores, Washington, increíble, con SAR, con Trinity, y les falta hoy Croy Bethune también. Tienen buen jugadores. Para nosotros, yo enfoco mucho en lo que hacemos nosotros. No enfoco mucho en el otro equipo. Eso es algo nuevo para nuestros jugadores. Están acostumbrados a cambiar cada semana, depende de quién juega. Y para mí, nosotros no cambiamos mucho, pocas cosas, pero estamos tratando de tener una identidad. Y eso es lo más importante para mí. Esta noche lo vi mucho. No fue perfecto, pero mucho.
Landon, has having 3 back-to-back home games help the progress of getting the team to play how you want them to play?
Good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we are on the road in this league. What I love, I have a theory as to what's going to happen on the road here because I saw in Panama that they just went for it. There was no fear. And again, against a much weaker opponent, but they just went there and acted like the home team. And we always say when you go on the road, play like the home team. Have more of the ball, have more chances, be the team that if you didn't know better, you'd be like, oh, that's the home team. That's our identity. It helps when you're at home because the crowd helps and the energy helps and you can do more of that. I expect when we go on the road, it'll be the same. But it's been the biggest plus has been just having training sessions and now having this week consistent, next week consistent, the following week we'll have 3 good training sessions before they get to Utah at that point. So just having the training sessions and the consistency is what matters most right now.
Anyone?
Landon, hablabas del nivel de la liga el otro día, pero ahora de las jugadoras. La NWSL tiene grandes jugadoras, hoy hablas de Trinity, Naomi aquí, Alex. ¿Qué puedes decir de el fútbol ahora en cuanto a la individualidad de lo que tiene la NWSL?
Es increíble la calidad de las jugadoras. Yo estaba impresionada primer día que estaba aquí entrenándonos. Cada partido con los otros equipos me impresionó mucho. Alyssa Thompson me impresionó mucho. Fuller. Esta noche SAR, Trinity me impresionó mucho. Es, en mi opinión, mejor liga en el mundo porque somos en 10 o 11 lugar en la tabla contra un gran equipo, pero es un buen partido y por eso es la más competitiva en
Y hablando de la afición, Landon, te había tocado dirigir en el otro estadio, en el Torero, ya te tocó dirigir acá. Hoy vimos a una afición más metida al final del partido. ¿Qué le dices a toda la gente para que esté todo el juego siendo el jugador número 12 que de repente se necesita?
Sí, había un año difícil para la gente ver los partidos y los resultados. Estamos tratando también darles algo emocionante. Cuando gente paga su dinero para venir aquí, nosotros tenemos obligación darle algo emocionante. Fútbol también es entertainment, también. Claro que sí, resultados son importantes, especialmente técnicos y jugadores, pero tenemos obligación darle algo bueno cuando pagan su dinero, que trabajan muy duro.
I think we had one right here.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Landon?
Hola.
Hola, para Televisa California. ¿Cuál es tu meta final en este torneo con este equipo a tu reciente llegada? Como bien mencionaron, 3 juegos, uno de la Champions Cup, es 2 de liga, quedan 8 juegos de liga y queda todo el torneo de Champions Cup. ¿Cuál es tu prioridad? ¿Cuál es tu meta en este semestre de lo que queda en el 2024 con San Diego Way?
La meta, hablando de resultados, es llegar a los playoffs. Va a ser muy difícil, somos en muy mal lugar, con muchos equipos adelante de nosotros, y calificar del grupo en Champions Cup. Esas son las metas de resultados, pero más que eso, igual para mí es cómo jugamos, cómo nos portamos en la comunidad, cómo están como personas. Lo que hacemos en nuestra vida también es importante para mí. Esas cosas a veces es difícil cuantificar, pero yo quiero ver, yo quiero que mejoremos en ese también, pero claro que sí, resultados son importantes para nosotros.
Gracias.
I wanted to ask a big picture question. You had mentioned earlier that there was a moment that caught your attention. I think I saw the same moment where the thundering chant, "Let's go away," got really loud for some reason. 25,000 people in the stadium. Clearly the city still believes in this team.
Yeah.
Does that put a sense of urgency on your plate? Or do you feel a sense of responsibility in this situation, kind of moving forward into the rest of the season?
Absolutely, I feel responsibility. I don't feel urgency. There's only so much we can control, and we can't turn this thing around in 3 weeks. This takes lots of time. I've talked a lot about Loyal and how long it took to get to where we got to. There are no quick fixes for franchises and teams in sports. You see it in all leagues. You might get away with it for a year and be successful, and it's a bit of lightning in a bottle, but I want to build something that's sustainable, like we saw with Loyal, where every game, every year, we're competitive, we're near the top of the league, the fans love us, they're connected, the community loves us, and you want to become an institution. And I'm in a unique place in my life where I'm not so crazy hell-bent on the result on the weekend. And I know most coaches are like that, but I see the big picture, I always have. And if it doesn't work out in the end, I'm at peace. But I'm going to give everything I have to grow the whole thing, not just put it all out there for one result on Saturday and risk people and risk injuries and risk who we are as an identity, as a club. I'm not going to do that. So everything we do matters. How we do anything is how we do everything. And it has to be how you act every day. You can put it on a PowerPoint and talk about it in a meeting or in the media. It's all BS. You have to live it every day. And so far we've lived it every day, and I'm starting to see a change internally, but also out there too.
All right, a few more. Do we have one?
Buenas noches, técnico. Luis González para Deportes Total en Colombia, aquí en San Diego. Usted hablaba de que el equipo está mejorando, ya hace unas fechas que usted lo está dirigiendo. ¿Dónde cree usted que debe ajustar algunas situaciones para lograr esos resultados que quiere y poderse meter en los playoffs?
Sí, es muy claro, enfrente del arco, atacando. Es el final pedazo que viene. Hay muchas cosas en que trabajamos, pero el final parte es en frente de arco. Mi obligación es ponerlas en posiciones para anotar goles, para crear muchas oportunidades cada partido. Después de eso, ellos tienen la obligación de anotar goles. Pero en el pasado creo que el equipo estaba esperando un momento especial de jugador, un momento extraordinario. No, es bueno si eso pasa, pero para nosotros, para mí, la obligación es ayudarles a crear muchas oportunidades para anotar goles.
All right, also, last one.
When the players comment on the game, commonly I've heard them say, we are disappointed in what we did, we didn't play as well as we thought we could play. Is your challenge mostly at this point psychological as far as helping them, or physical and techniques?
All of it. But it is part of it because losing becomes a habit and winning becomes a habit. You see it with Orlando now. They expect every time they walk on the field they're going to win. And there was a little bit of every time we stepped on the field, it's like, okay, here we go again. Tonight we kicked the ball off our own player into the net, and I could feel the energy in that moment, like, oh my God, here we go again. The luck's against us. My experience in soccer is you absolutely have to earn your luck by doing things the right way every day. And when you do, things start to change. Their energy, I think, right after that goal was down, but I think quickly they picked it back up and they just went back to what we do and started to believe it. And then a ball bounces around in the box and lands on Kristen's foot and we score. And so they deserve it now. I would say 3 weeks ago we didn't deserve a ball to fall our way there. Eventually it'll change, but we have to earn it. And they're well on their way to it. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Good question.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thanks,
Highly
guys. Have a great week. Happy Labor Day.